I'm in charge of the future. It's settled. And here's how it ends. I dwell with my people. I walk among my people. I will be their God. They will be my people. I will welcome you. I will be a father to you. You will be sons and daughters to me, says the Lord Almighty. The end is already set, fixed. You don't need to use alliances with the enemy to advance the kingdom. The kingdom is advancing. I am advancing it. And I will bring you to its fulfillment. You have in verses 16, 17, 18 a mosaic of Old Testament promises to the people of God related to the promised kingdom. Jeremiah 24, 6 and 7, for I will set my eyes on them for good, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them up, plant them. I will give them a heart to know me, for I am the Lord. They will be my people, and I will be their God. For they will return to me with their whole heart. Do you understand that the salvation of Israel in the future is guaranteed by that statement and the power of God? And do you understand that all that the Father gives to the Son will receive and will lose none of them, John 6? Do you understand that this is all in God's hands? And we don't need machinations from the government or machinations from marketing experts to extend the kingdom. And we certainly don't need to compromise the gospel to embrace human philosophy that in itself is totally destructive to advance the name of Christ. Jeremiah 31:33, but this is the covenant which I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord. I will put my law within them. On their heart I will write it, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. Same thing in Ezekiel 36. So you have here the promise of the kingdom, the millennial reign of Christ, which Matthew 19 calls the regeneration, which Acts 3 calls the times of refreshing and the time of restitution, the day of Christ. Look, the Lord is saying the end is set. The promises of the King coming, all fixed. Psalm 2, right? God's going to set his king on the hill. This is what Isaiah pointed to. This is what Daniel pointed to. This is what Zechariah pointed to. Isaiah 11, I have to look at that for a moment because it's such a wonderful promise. A shoot will spring from the stem of Jesse, and a branch from his roots will bear fruit. The Spirit of the Lord will rest on him, a spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and strength, the spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. He will delight in the fear of the Lord. He will not judge by what his eyes see, nor make a decision by what his ears hear, nothing superficial. But with righteousness he will judge the poor and decide with fairness for the afflicted of the earth. You don't need to worry about that. He will strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he will slay the wicked. And righteousness will be the belt about his loins, and faithfulness the belt about his waist. Isaiah gives a lot of other wonderful aspects of the kingdom we don't have time to look over, but we know that when the King comes, every knee will bow to him. All nations will see his glory. Perfect justice and fairness will reign. Righteousness and truth will dominate. Peace everywhere. Economic blessing, long life, no wars, safety, joy, followed by a new heaven and a new earth.